He's not. Nowadays, oh God, people have asked me, oh, would you like to be young again? No. No. Wouldn't give this 61 years up for nothing. There's no way. I look at the kids now and I say, there's no way I want to be in that race with them. Because they're losing everything. You know, they're losing feeling, the texting. Oh God, I hate texting. I tell people, don't text me. I want to hear your voice. I want to feel what you got to say to me. Don't text me. You may be texting me and laughing at me or texting me and throwing darts at a picture of me. Don't text me. But I look at that, and then I look at the kids and I get sad because it's this all day. They don't see nothing going around them. They don't see the beauty of the world. They don't see it. It's all, I get on my granddaughter all the time. She's constant. All day long, texting. There's no feeling. And I said, you know what? That's a setup from hell. It is. It's a setup from hell because what it does, it's taking the feeling away. It's taking the feeling. If I talk to you on the phone, I can hear in your voice if something's wrong. I can hear in your voice if you're hurt. I can hear in your voice what's going on in your life. I can hear in your voice, and you can too. But when you're texting, don't text me. Tell y'all right now, don't text me. I don't like texting. I really don't like texting because to me, it's a setup from hell, and it's taking away the feelings that we should have for one another. You know, you can't hug through texting. You can't even laugh. I get the LOL. Low down, low down. I mean, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying that we're losing the feeling for one another. You know, we're losing that feeling, and I see it happen, and that's why I say, no, I don't want to give up my 61 years and start all over again, because I don't even like the direction that the world's going in. So to continue on, I left home and I moved to Seattle, Washington, and you know, my mother was stern, and my mother was, she was, you know, to get home so dark thing. The guy that molested me was during the daytime, so I was still doing what she told me to do. I got home back dark. But I left home and I went to Seattle, and I went, 19 years old, I'm going, oh God, I'm getting out of here. Woo, and I'm not looking back at this city because Madera is the dumps. And I'm getting out of here. And I thought, oh, I'm going to be on my own. And I'm going to do my thing. And nobody is going to tell me what to do. But let me tell you something. The world told me what to do. The world told me what to do, because you're either going to fit in, and it's the same with the Christian life. You're either going to be what the devil wants you to be, or you're going to be what God wants you to be. And I chose to be what the devil wanted me to do. And I'll tell you one thing, the devil loved me because I was good. I was real good. I've had the parties, you know, at my house. I was an enabler for the men. I made sure if they drink, I made sure they had drinks. They smoked cigarettes, I made sure they had cigarettes. I was good. I was real good for the devil. During that time in the world, I was raped. I was guns put on me, fighting. You know what? But I never went to jail. I never went to, I'm not saying I didn't do things to go to jail, but I'm telling you, I never went to jail. So I said, God covered me through that. But that work out there, it was very painful. It was very painful, and once you get trapped out there, you start swallowing it. You start swallowing it. The hurt, you swallow them. The pains, you swallow them. You try to fit in, you're never going to fit in. You're never going to fit in. You know what? I found out a lot of times when you stay out there in the world, say even married people, and I know some married people that are still together from being out there in the world. The only reason they're slowed down is because they're too old to do anything. Not because they saw something, because they haven't turned their life over to God. It's not that they saw something, it's just they're too old now. So now everything's erased. Now they got the good life because they're too old to go out there and do it. But again, I tell my young sisters, and tonight I am speaking to my young sisters. I'm telling you, if you sat in this church 30 years and God don't bring you a husband, thank you. Say thank you. I'm telling you, thank you. You know, because they always tease anybody. Sister Dolores, get a husband. Misery loves company, you know. But you know what I'm going to tell you? Because if a man don't love God, and I learned this by giving my life, it's hard enough, ladies, to be married and Christian and still have good marriage and not have trouble. But when you out in that world, you married and you married to Satan's food. He has no respect for you. He says he loves you. He has no respect for you because it's all about if everything is going right. If everything's going right in this life, and a lot of times you're making it go right because half the time he ain't working, you working. And he's constantly saying, oh, we're going to get married. Oh, God, how many times I heard that? We're going to get married. We're going to get married. I love you. We're going to get married. Let me tell you, if he don't marry you before you live with him, he ain't going to marry you. It's just not going to happen. Because then you'd have found out really you got a fool and you really don't want to marry, but you love him now and you're stuck out there with him. You're stuck following. And I'm speaking on me. When I'm talking about the things that I went through. I'm not talking about anyone personal. I'm talking about the things that I had to battle out of my life to get to the Lord. And that was enjoying that life. And I'm not going to tell you I did not enjoy that life. Oh, I enjoyed that life. I was biking. I was riding bikes, motorcycle gang. I was traveling, singing with the coasters. You know, going in and out of nightclubs, singing with the coasters. But you had to be drunk to enjoy it. You really did. You get drunk, you enjoy it, you dance all night. You wake up in the morning with a hangover. You wake up in the morning and you start all over again, and then it starts to get a habit and a habit and a habit. I tell you, I have been through, I've been through some ugly things in the name of fun. Going, oh, it's fun. Oh, no, it's not fun. It's just that everybody's doing it, so you do it. But it's not fun. It's not fun. But everybody's doing it, and that's the thing in the world, that's what it is. So you take it on. And again, you get hurt, you swallow it. You get hurt, you swallow it. And I tell you, the devil's like this. And this is how he is. He's going to use you, and my brothers too. He's going to use you, and then when he gets tired of you, he's going to spit you out. And a lot of times when he spits you out, somebody that told you about God by then. Somebody that told you that the Lord is good, and his mercy is everlasting, and that he can help you, that he can take all these demons, because you pick up demons out there. I had a bunch of them. I had a bunch of demons. I was messing with Zodiac. I was even doing people's Zodiac. You can come to my house and I'd do your chart. $50. I'd do your chart. I'd tell you when you was born, what moon, what sun, what star was circling around when you were born. I would do your chart, and I charge you $50, and I do it. But see, all them demons were in me. I know the other day my son told me, he said, Mama, he says, I remember one time we went to church, he said, and you was just a rolling, some evangelist that came and he touched me, and I fell, and I was rolling from one end of the church to the other end of the church, just rolling. Because them demons was tearing me up. They were tearing me. I'm trying to get Jesus, and they're trying to hold on to me. And that's what be happening with, what was happening with me. And